What's up, everybody? Welcome to History and Leisures.
Segovia, get ready, here we go. So we actually went through a nice tunnel transition into Castilla y Leon, and now we've landed, well, arrived in Segovia. Keep messing with Sevilla and other stuff. Everyone's different, but yeah, and just ahead is the Aqueduct. Looks like it's market day here in front of the famous Aqueduct. So I was going to get coffee, and I only just needed a bottle of water. I just got that from an Alcazar, €1, plus it's going to get the bathroom for. But yeah. So I'm in carousel here. It says Le Manager d'André. There's looks like a circus-themed tiles on top. I see it close, I can't know it's actually carousel or merry-go-round. There is a difference. One only has horses. The other, well, has more than just horses.
Camino de Santiago?
Yeah,
there's a movie about it.
Yeah, there's a movie, true. With Charlie Sheen. The director was his son, Emilio Estevez. Well, now, but this is a real Camino, a real pilgrimage. And this Camino starts in Madrid. One of those Caminos, there are many. I did 4. My last was this one. Segovia, Santiago, 19 days. You wanna walk? Go on. Yeah? This summer I'll do it again. This is Segovia. They are online. Yeah, they say I went to Segovia to see the Aqueduct, to see the Alcazar. They are really fun. This is the most famous dish you can eat in Segovia. Do you like pork?
Yeah.
This is a special way to eat with the pork. Because we eat the baby. It's 3 weeks old. No, that's it. It's delicious. It's so tender, but you don't have to kill it.
I know.
Serve on the plate.
I'm still gonna eat it.
Eat it, because it's so tender. Look at that. What he's doing? He has a plate. He's gonna cut it with a plate. He doesn't need a knife. Just an ordinary plate, not to cut this suckling pig. It has crispy skin. So it's so tender, so delicious. Yeah? It's lovely. So that's why I say the tourists are lying. They are coming here to eat suckling pig, to see the Aqueduct, to see the Alcazar. Will you eat suckling pig?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the reason Barbara come every year.
And they got the memo to wear green. We got the memo to wear white.
Look, that mountain over there. It's called Deaf Woman Mountain. Do you see that woman there? Don't you see a woman laying on her back, face up, with the chest, have the fingers on the chest? You see the neck, the belly, the knees, feet. Do you see her? All of you?
Yep.
Well, look at her pillow. Do you see her pillow? If you don't vertical to the pillow, there is like a U. Yeah? That's the place where Romans found the perfect stream to get the water to the aqueduct. So this is a house. This is a palace. How can we know that?
Well, they have like a little.
Yeah, the crest, the coat of arms. That's teaching you that I'm a palace. Another man lives here. And he's better than me. He doesn't work. Yes. He doesn't pay taxes. But if there is a war, he will say like. So the palace is until left to the king, to defend. In case the enemy wants to come. Today's the building, what is it? It's a fine art school. Fine art school. Hecho así, se lo sacaba y se lo daba. los euros, es que no, es súper eso.
No, es cultural,
La cuestión ya es, you know which is this architectural style? Which style is this? If you don't know it, I give you options. I give you 3 options, right? Gothic, Romanesque, Renaissance. Renaissance, you said. You, Romanesque, you said. Romanesque, Roman or Romanesque? No, it's not the same. Roman is the Roman aqueduct. Romanesque, you,
Renaissance.
Renaissance. Okay. Barbara, say the answer.
Romanesque.
Romanesque. This is Romanesque. Next time you're in front of Romanesque church, you will know it for sure, because Romanesque churches have the semicircular arches. The semicircular arches. Look at this narrow window. Wall, thin walls. Yes. Some of the windows are even blind because they have to resist the bone. The dome is down on the wall. So it has to be strong buildings, solid buildings, dark buildings. 2015-21, we had a war in Castilla. Why? Because we received a new foreign king for Netherlands to be the king of Spain. He was Charles I in Spain, Charles V of Germany. Well, his grandma was Isabella, his grandpa was Fernando. So from Isabella, she received the crown of Castilla, from his grandpa received the crown of Aragon. And now he's the only king with that 2 crowns. Right, in Spain the crowns that you see go father to son or grandsons. But not in the Sacred Empire crown, that's different. There they make an election. And if you win the election, you will be the next emperor of Europe. So his grandfather, the Dutch one, died, and he had the chance to be the crown, to receive the crown of the Sacred Empire. He needed money to buy the votes to win the election. He needed money. So what he did, he took all the money from Castilla, he backed Germany, giving us more taxes, and the French, they ruled the kingdom. The king was out, but people from Netherlands, from Germany, they were ruling the administration, the justice, the religion, the taxes. So people say, hey, wait a moment. This is unfair, you are our king, you had to stay here. So come back from Germany to be our king. Remember, the money you got with you is our money, not yours. And if you aren't in the country, the people should rule the kingdom have to be people from here, from Spain, because they know our real problems. Not these foreign people didn't know anything, and they are stealing everything they could take with them. So they sent a letter to the king, and the king was dead, and then the war started. The cities, again, the king's soldiers, they tried to say the king, come back to be our king, and remember the thing we have is the man. But the king, of course, didn't listen, and the war is for a year, till 1521. This April the 23rd. That's mean last Saturday. What happened today? A battle. A big battle. The battle will decide the war. The cities and the king. Who got the victory? Who? The king of the cities. What do you think? Yeah, choose one. It's for free. The king. The king got the victory. And then, in that rebellion, at that war, 3 cities leaded the rest of cities against the king. Salamanca, Toledo, and Segovia. Each one a man. This is Juan Bravo is the man from Segovia. The man leaded the city of Segovia in that last final battle. The king took 3 prisoners, these 3 men. What happened with them? Killed himself. They hated. So, that's the perfect moment when they became our heroes. So today the festival in Castilla y León is April 23rd. And that day we place the flower on the flower because it's the day he died. He was 38 years old. Juan Bravo. We place a statue 400 years later with head. And we wanted to make one special grace in the 5th centenary, but COVID, we couldn't do that. Well, that's the reason we had the flowers. Juan Bravo. There is a street in Madrid, calle Juan Bravo. Ponche Segovia. It's a cold weather. We need calories. The big beans. Oh, ponche segoviano is salmon, sugar, egg, cream, little biscuit.
We would have the option to have it in the
That's why later your menu, maybe you can ask for the... Yesterday, that's full of stalls where you can buy everything. It was the place for the bullfighting, so that's me, it was the bull ring. You like bullfighting? I don't like it. But in the past, it was here, look at the balconies. Are high to avoid the bull will jump into the houses. Amazing. Now we have a bull ring outside of the room.
Imagine just like eating breakfast and a bull just like jumps into your house.
And one more thing, today the main buildings are here. You don't need to move out of the square. What do you need in a city? Government, religious, history, you like history, culture, entertainment, and the most important, bars. Yeah, well, town hall.
Sí. Uno, dos.
Town hall is a building, Renaissance style. And this building is the place for that special days, special occasion. I remember one day I was here because one man from Segovia won the Tour de France. Do you like the Tour de France, the race? Segovia has a winner Tour de France. When he came, the city was here waiting for him, of course. Over there, close in the square, the Theater Juan Bravo. Come on.
Literally what I did when I had my apartment last semester. I ate so many of the Trader Joe's like pizza that like I tried.
Here says the area we'll see now. From the church, it's in the Alcazar. The houses we'll see, they have all the semicircular arch at the entrance, even the windows. These houses are original, from 13th, 14th century. Still standing. Wow, it's 800 years old. It was one of the best places to live in the Middle Ages because the aqueduct main channel is down the street. So people from the homes, they connected with the aqueduct tunnel and they pay and they receive the water into the homes. The water gives you the chance to have wine jar, restrooms, animals, fruit trees, everything. This neighborhood it was just for men. The bishop, the clerks, all these priests, they lived inside this enclosure area because it was closed with 3 arches. Like this one, yes, 2 arches and 3 gates. One was here, the second at the end of the street, and the third in the parallel street. They had their own laws, their own rules inside. For example, if one murderer came inside and asked for sanctuary, no one could touch him. He served the king justice. When the king came, everyone had to pay to feed the king, to buy suckling pigs for him, but these church people didn't pay. And the best is that it's a neighborhood just for men. I'm a girl, you couldn't come in the Middle Ages because the law said women, they couldn't walk through this neighborhood, but the old ladies and the uglies.
I mean, what?
Uglies.
Okay.
So you are ugly, you could come. But very ugly. Ugly so far, but very ugly had to be to let you come into. So this is a way to protect these religious men against temptations. So imagine the first time the man said, "Yo, come, you are John, but you come." You say, "What are you saying?" Well, the gates here were destroyed in the 16th century because one king married in the Alcazar, and this neighborhood was open to every girl. Yeah, so come with me. In the Middle Ages you couldn't come now, but now yes, come with me.
I'm trying to think what this reminds me of, like coming out, like more like how it kind of feels like it's on its own rock. Maybe being missed here a bit, but I think that's German.
The name of this building is Alcazar. There is a difference between one Alcazar and one castle. You know what is it? You do have a castle, and you, and I. But only a king has an Alcazar. So this is the king castle. So there were many, now there are 4, 5 or 6 in Spain, I don't know. Well, the king in the 12th century started to live here with his soldiers. So it just first just for him and the soldiers. So this is a new courtyard, the granite grade one. And if you erase this courtyard, the original one is the limestone, yellow limestone, the arches. Imagine the soldiers training here. Perfect. So the situation was the courtyard training, horse stables, kitchen down, servants room down, half tower to protect the entrance, and another courtyard over there to be safe in case this side is lost. One low room for the dining room, the throne chamber to the right, king office to the left, the king room. That's all. Just one room. But king were still coming every year. We will see the king here. Remember at that time, kings didn't live in one palace, in one city, they moved. They moved following the war, doing justice, collecting taxes. But they always stopped here, they always rested here. But remember, the king and his soldiers. But one king came now with his wife and children. So the royal family lived here, and now the Alcazar changed. Had to be more comfortable now. So this building became into a palace. And we had all the royal members of the royal family, they moved here a couple of times every year. We had 22 kings and queens living here till 16th century. Remember when Madrid moved to be the capital of Spain. Then the Alcazar were closed and the king opened it as a prison. Don't look for dungeons now, we have something better. And that is the come here to see the bars from the windows. If you want it to be free jump, here. This prominent chin. This is typical for the husband. Well, this man even he couldn't close his mouth. Always open. True. Well, his son is the next one. Again, the chin. This is Philip II. This is the last king lived in the Alcazar of Segovia. Philip II is the man. He used the Alcazar from the day he married inside this Alcazar. He placed this new courtyard. Well, another king is that man, with the long nose. This is Charles III. This is a new dynasty. You know the most famous dynasties in Spain were Habsburg and Bourbon. For the new dynasty, this is Charles III, and this is the man placed here at a military school. The most recent now is a school for the new military, the artillery. They studied here, another century not in a school, till the fire. They got a fire and then we went to school to a convent, there. And the building is the museum we are going to visit now, but still belongs to the army. Read it. Instituto de Historia y Cultura Militar, Archivo General Militar. This is the Military General Archive. It's the basic one. Up there are all files, the little papers. A friend of mine working there, he was scanning these papers and they're put in contact with the main wars. And let's talk about gunpowder or chemistry and this chemistry. Kicking me first. But then, if I can kill you, I will kill you first. And you will fall. What? Hurt. Well, this arbor is around 90 pounds. 90 pounds. this is a tournament. It's not a real battle, war battle, because you need something more. You need a chainmail. This armor has another chainmail, but you need a chainmail. 90 pounds. If I dress you with one of his armor, maybe you will receive 5 minutes and taking me out. Taking me out.
I would love to.
Yeah, it's way like twice as much as.
You need time. It's heavy, and you need time to learn how to move yourself. So how could you learn to do that? Well, because you start with doing that. Is present. You dress up and you start to move, to play. You are learning how to move and you are strong. You're getting strong.
That's great.
This is all. And at first the Alcazar, remember, ended here. Because these stone benches, the royal couple was sitting there and looking through the windows, they saw the landscape, the river and the view. But this Alcazar was very small, or he was coming to live here. So Isabella, grandmother, said, "Oh, I have many shoes." I didn't. So then the Alcazar decided to go to the south. So remember, that part didn't exist until the 15th century. This was the end of the civilization. And look at the stucco decoration, this painting, stucco painting. This painting was done by the Moors, similar to the pattern that we saw along the city. When they married, Spain turns into one kingdom, into one crown. You see here in the coat of arms, the first and the fourth section is Castilla and Castilla. In the 15th century, there were four kingdoms in Spain. Aragon and Castilla, they took one, they took very small, Granada and Navarra. What happened with Granada? Both together, Aragon and Castilla conquered Granada in which year?
1492.
1492. And just one kingdom was very small, very weak, was Navarra, that was conquered. So that's why at the end of 15th century, Spain was just one kingdom. Which is the main color in the room?
Right.
White red. King color. Look at the clothes they are wearing, reds, always. And the decorations were done by the Moors, because there's mass from them. Look at the plasters, the walls, all the gates. I love this gate, this color. Remember, this is the place where that big coffee club is. I don't know what those guys to see them from again. Who would be that those guys? He did something incredible. Christopher. Isabel, of course, you had to know it. Well, this is the next room is with people waiting to come inside.
He's Italian.
That's real cool. And remember, these are the newest ones. First, the Alcazar ended here. We were now in the earth. But the Queen, Catherine of Lancaster, he extended the Alcazar, closed it and made this beautiful decoration. So people came here till they were called to talk to the monarch. But there were two possibilities. You came and you didn't know each other, everyone was there. But from time to time, the king wanted to just with you. No one else do it. Word, they need you. And that's everyone. But all of them, Columbus included, they waited here. And look at the painting of the wall. The painting of the wall is Isabella being crowned the Queen of Castile. Remember where was that historical moment in Segovia? Main square, St. Michael Church. Remember, Isabella left the Alcazar, went up to the main square to be crowned Queen of Castile. Look at her. She's walking upside the church, carrying her white dress and her crown, teaching everyone, I am now the Queen of Castile. Covadonga, the king of Covadonga. The third one is starting from the right. 1, 2, 3. This is Pelayo. Not so much to the right from the Alfonso the First, because they only know he's talking about the new one, Suckling Pig. But you heard other stories about them. But the last two, who were they? Ferdinand and Isabella. They conquered Granada in the year
1492. Just all the kings are before them.
Ferdinand, and Isabella. And to the right, the daughter Johanna the Great.
And after these kings, Ferdinand and Isabella, came the Charles the
This is the mint, the royal mint, where the king got his coin. But our favorite church is that one, this red and yellow flag. That's in front of. Do you see the church?
Oh, then I was just about to
It's a Roman style again, but it's like a circle, 12 sides instead of a cross. Yeah? The name of the church is Vera Cruz. Vera Cruz means true cross, because the church was built by the Knight Templars, and they brought from Jerusalem one tiny piece from Jesus' cross. That's the name of Vera Cruz. It's a famous relic, one of the most famous relics.
You know, I wish I could have gotten some footage of the armory, which is the last room that we saw, but just looking around and, you know, photos of stuff in there. There was a cannon in there. Like, I wanted to reenact that powder monkey photo from old. I believe it was right by saying right by the storehouse. Hora de Bal is where we had pork. Also, I tried the pork, but it was a little thick, but I got a fish myself. Anyway, I had a nice pitch dessert with soups. The Castilian soup to start with. That's pretty good too. Like, there was like maybe some rye bread in there I noticed toward the bottom. But like, yeah, I'm very picky when it comes to bread and cheese. This, as you can tell from one of my earlier videos. I don't know. I think it was Quattromino Sucks. Where I tried to kiss the manchego.
Where are we going to do it? In the apartment?
Today's we can see one of those here, but guess this is the Jewish Quarter.
What's up,
What's up,
everyone?
you guys?
Welcome to Lindsay's channel, History and Leisure.
subscribe.
And like. We're here by the Aqueduct, and
we're having a grand time.
yeah, and it's so fun, and we love
So
Segovia.
And Segovia approved.
And Lindsay,
And Lindsay,
what do you have to say?
brains of the operation.
The brains. I'll record you.
So
Oh, wow, this is kinda
interesting
close.
that like it's a coincidence I wore my coach against hoodie because today is Logan's birthday, even though this is not coming out to like another like 3 or 4
Happy
months.
birthday, Logan! Let's go!
Happy birthday, Logan.
And also,
shout out to Logan.
This is
John
so
just
close.
subscribed to channel one of the Spanish enthusiasts. This is also his daughter's birthday. I already messaged him, but again,
Period.
This is like so close though that like I can't even like.
did you mess with the Zoom function or what?
And well, no, I can't.
Swag.
Can you send that to me?
Yeah.
Don't worry, I'll forget.
This is.
Okay.
Okay, this reminds me of an image
We
of
have-
Aguilar for like one of the first episodes of
Have you done a review of the food that we ate?
No.
Anarquía es el mismo.
Yes.
Okay, so basically today we tried. Barbara, what was it called? Cochinillo. And it was. What do you have to say?
It was interesting.
Yeah.
What would you
What do you
rate
guys rate
it?
out of 5?
Out of 5?
Yeah, how many stars?
For me, it was delicious, not interesting.
Barbara is a lover. Is a lover of it. It was so delicious.
You guys even we still have some left over. She's giving it to her boyfriend.
Yep. What do you have to say?
It wasn't my favorite.
Take a picture of me.
Ditto.
Take a picture of me and Lindsay while we record on his camera.
Film me, take a picture of you.
I was like, yes, this is the end. This is it.
swag, just two cool kids. And basically we're just here in Segovia having a great time as a group before the program comes to an end.
Yeah.
¿Cuántas semanas?
I already feel
Tres.
sad.
3 semanas.
See.
Qué pena. And can we fix the zoom setting? Because this is like close.
I pushed.
I didn't touch
Zoom
it.
is right there.
Oh! Wait, we should redo all.
Slay.
No, it's
Slay.
like it's even funnier because
Slay.
Slay.
remember
If you
in
guys,
Granada?
remember to
Remember
slay
after flamenco in Granada,
Segovia.
I realized
Segovia.
why is that it zoomed in on like the rocks, like that, and then it was completely dark.
Remember?
But it's like I realized that immediately. Like I realized that immediately, but I had no idea what.
He looks like
the
a guy
devil
at
is
a
an
bar
iPhone.
who would like just sip
No.
his beer and like listen to you.
Yeah, it might be a Samsung actually. We're a Harare.
I'm
Or
surprised
something
that's
like
not
that.
shiny. They just have this thing out in the open. Oh!
It's even holding a brick up. So on the line to the Devil Mountain, there's also we're lighting up Remus and Romulus being in these parks, and obviously the origin of Roma, they drank from a wolf because raised by wolves, and then built Rome where they grew up.
Little piggy! Aw.
Matching pigs.
Get a matching pig with us.
You know, I really just shouldn't succumb to peer pressure. What is it?
A few moments later.
So we now have 3 little pigs. And I'll huff, and I'll huff, and I'll blow your homes in! Here's a little model of information, so I just found it into that But yeah, time in Segovia is coming to an end. There is one more stop. I think you saw it over here from the castle. It's always waiting. It even might be that thing right there where we're wrapping up the vlog. I actually took some photos outside of the bomb beneath the castle. Not the place I thought I was going, but yeah, so we made out of tunnel back into Madrid. That's where this journey is. So off the top of my head, I can think of 2 more vlogs for this weekend. Tomorrow will be Parque de Atracciones. Monday is Labor Day, so you're gonna see about those festivities I mentioned at the top of the video. Then San Isidro, because I'm not going, decided not to go to Portaventura. And then there's probably like some finale episode, like about plans to celebrate Emily's graduation because she's graduating next week. So we might throw that in there, might throw some other stuff in there. And from the Piggies, Izzy, Bella, Emily, and Alexandra, and Lindsay. Comment, like, subscribe, strike the bell. Buenas noches, buena suerte.
It's slay.
Okay, cut.
Okay.